Sorry guys, I haven't made a video in a while. It's hunting season here in the mountains, so I've been out chasing elk. But anyway, I'm using my Chevelle as an example today. As you can see, here's my kind of homemade dual snorkel air cleaner on the small block here. But what I wanted to talk about is when I was a kid, you would see people, especially on trucks, from the 60s up to the 90s, take that stock air cleaner lid and flip it over so they could hear the secondaries on their Quadrajet. I think that's hideous, and I would never do that. Besides that, on a car like this, you don't have enough hood clearance to do that. So I'm going to show you an alternative today. If you want to hear your Quadrajet, but don't want it to be ugly. So anyway, I'm going to pull this off. And just to be clear, this car right now has a Holley 3310 750 on it. I've ran many a Quadrajet. My truck still has a Quadrajet on it. But here's what I did. And this is really for an experiment. I'm going to try at the track next year. I took the stock lid and I cut it down with an angle grinder, and then took an old brake drum and hammered this flange into the shape you see now. So where this was basically flat before, I finished hammering it down where it's roughly a 90-degree angle from the top of the lid here. So don't flip your lid. Make yourself something cool instead. All I needed was an angle grinder and a hammer and an old brake drum. So what I want to test next year at the drag strip is to see how much difference this homemade ram air system makes. So I want to retain the base. I just want to swap the lid and see if the supposed pressure difference actually matters on the drag strip. I don't think it's going to, but we'll get some back-to-back testing by only changing the lid and still have cold air, but no advantage from ram air by swapping the lid. So there you go, folks. If you get bored and you have an old lid, this one came from like a late 80s Chevy pickup. I didn't feel bad cutting it up. Anyway, it's just really for testing, but there you go. Have a great day, guys.